Hey everybody, so today we're going to be installing Ubuntu Server 16.01. It's the LTS version, long-term support, and we're going to be doing this on VMware Fusion. So let's just click a new one, and this is similar to the processes we follow for all the rest of them. Just going to select our image, and you should be able to download it. It will be in your downloads folder, and alternatively you can click this use another disk image, which will let you search for it. So I'll just go ahead and hit that. Now I'm not going to do easy install. Want to do more complicated install or more customized install. And we can just leave that the same here. We're going to name it. Save. And we want to go immediately and start editing these. So I want to at least get 2 cores, maybe even 4. 2 should be fine. And I'm going to double the RAM. We're going to destroy this box anyway. But for the sake of speeding things along, we'll go ahead and do that. Later on, we're going to do a video with teaming NICs, but for right now, I'm going to go ahead and leave those in there. So right now, I should only have one, and we'll be able to see that a little bit later on as we add another one. So in general, I think that's about it. Network adapter, isolation, advanced, no. We don't want to change any of these other things quite yet. I believe I should be able to add a different one later on. Yeah, I can add another network adapter later. Okay, so we'll go ahead and just leave that as it is. How much space do we give this guy? 20 gigs is a lot. For the demo here, we'll only do like 10 gigs. Of course, you can reset those to what you want it to be. Okay, and then we're done. We'll go ahead and hit play. And this should start booting right up into the installation. So go ahead and make this a tiny bit bigger here. And go ahead and hit English, and then hit enter for install Ubuntu Server. English again, United States. No, we already know what we're doing. United, all other kind of stuff. So that's just for the keyboard itself. And for this, we're going to leave the host name as it is right now. So we'll go ahead and, if we want to go crazy, we can actually call it Ubuntu 16. Make it a little bit better. Hit OK. And I'm just going to call myself CJ. And then I'm going to create a password for myself. And I'm going to use the same one. For this demo, we might post this image online for us because we don't really need it. We're going to use password as password. Yep, we want the New York one there. Yep, go ahead and use the whole thing. So I'm really just going through all of these, and then you have to hit yes here and select the default option. I will also want it to take the entire hard drive that we're provisioning it to. We can add more space later, and then yes is the final one there to write the system changes to disk. So, but if we want to later on, we can add a couple more gigs to the hard drive, and there's a couple steps to that that are pretty easy. But it just depends on what you need. Typically, I like to determine what size of disk you need for that particular project ahead of time. But since it's like a guest on our laptop here for a specific use, we'll kind of keep it kind of small so we don't have to worry about running out of space or anything like that. And now I'll go ahead and speed up the video so I don't have to wait for everything to install. This part here with the proxy, go ahead and hit continue. We don't have one at this point in time. For this, you really want to install automatic updates. Unless you're an advanced user, want to do that. For this one right here, we want to go ahead and install the OpenSSH server initially. We're not going to install Postgres or Samba or any other ones quite yet, but we can go ahead and do that. So we'll go ahead and hit OK there. And this because we want to be able to remote into the machine itself. Yes, we would like to install the Grub bootloader. Yeah, go ahead and do that. Yes, okay, so now we need to go ahead and remove this installation media. I kind of think this is a frivolous step. Don't really need to do that, but I'll go ahead and do it anyway. So just remove that. Just to choose disk or image, hit cancel. I guess we can just go. Well, it's not checked anymore, so we should be good to continue without it. And now the system should reboot. And we'll start logging in for our first time. So go ahead, just let it go. I didn't type anything there. Okay, and we can log in for the first time. So we can use our username and password that we set. And we can do it. So if you want, you can do sudo apt-get update. We just want to update our package repository real quickly because it's our first time in here. And there's probably been some package updates since this image was created and distributed by Ubuntu. So, and then we can just go upgrade and then put a -y there to go ahead and, I'm sorry, -y to go ahead and upgrade those packages and download them. The -y just says yes, so I don't get the next prompt that tells me, would you like to install these? Are you sure? Okay, so now that we're done there, what I want to do is go ahead and see if we can log into this guy. So let's go get the IP address. So ifconfig -a, and we're going to look for the IP address there. It seems to be, am I looking here? 143 should get us into there. So if you SSH CJ at 192.168.1, oh, that's a 58668.199.143. And we want to accept that token and then put our password in there for that. Okay, so now we're able to log in just fine. Okay, so we'll take a snapshot here and then we'll work on setting up some teaming nicks.